Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris and the Tristanian Unified Corporation. I am Sir Tristan, as always, and it's almost time, I think, to go to war. We need to bring the Clagian regime under our control. That will give us access to kind of the northern part of the galaxy, I think is what we want to do for this episode. We may not necessarily go to war in this episode, but I think we want to prepare. We're not quite at our naval capacity yet. And we have a nice little reserve of energy credits. What I think I actually want to do is, I was thinking about this. Let's take a look at our budget. I don't actually know for sure. Yeah, so the whole idea of me just sending colony ships out here to wait until I had tundra colonization, these two Pulsi boats, are taking up 16 total credits from me. So I think I'm just going to have to disband them. And at some point I'll have to rebuild them. That it was a waste, right? I didn't think about the fact that the ships themselves were going to cost 8 each. I thought that maybe just the colonies would, and that the ships themselves would not. So, lesson learned. I will definitely never do that again. But now we think we can go to Ago with our surplus here, and we can build ourselves some extra ships. So we are, again, we need about 22 to hit max. Oh, I'm actually going to be out of money here. Alright, so we're going to have to actually wait a little bit until we can build that up. But we got that going on, and now we have a pretty good surplus. Again, we're going to lose that as soon as our fleet gets finished. But that's the plan, I think. Oh, we lost one of our admiral of the fleet. Let's actually go ahead and replace him now. I think that would be good. I'm at 12. I can actually hold a few more. So let's actually double up. We need leaders for each one of these sectors as well. So let's go ahead and pick a new governor. There we go. That's actually pretty good. This is our science output guy, so let's go ahead and recruit him. We'll put him, actually, do we want him there? I think I actually want him here in the Cupulsi sector because they're generating the most science, and so we'll get the most benefit there. So let's actually not do that. Let's actually put him here. And then we'll have this guy. He's, oh, also intellectual. Okay, well, that's fine then. And let's recruit a new one. Just cheaper. Oh, never mind. I don't have the influence to do that. So I'm gonna have to wait for influence and wait for money to build new ships. Diadem 2 is home to titanic life, some of which are so numerous and dangerous that they render some areas of the planet inhospitable for any species. Let's see, where is that? There you go. Oh, right, okay, so that's good to know. I can just click on it there. But are we in... Yeah, so we're down here. Is that the planet I was just... Yes, it was. So I wonder if I found this. If I found this, or that was there the whole time. I got 150 research for that. So that, okay, so see that, so that does prove to me that it is worth it to fully explore every single system, even if it's owned by someone else, because if I hadn't done that, that's 150 science research I wouldn't have gotten. Okay, so really important to know. Very, very important to know. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ago. We want to put out a few more ships. We'll have to see where we end up once that gets done. I'm not sure how close we're going to be. I'm not adding it up as we go. Nothing really done to be on research. Let's take a look at our factions. We haven't looked at that lately. Factions, there we go. So independence for Iblin, independence for the Cupulsi. Only 2 belong to that faction. 11 belong to this one. I bet it's every single person on this planet. take a look at it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I would bet every single one of them. Every single one of them are probably going to join that faction. They can rebel as much as they want to, honestly, because they can't do anything. It's just one planet, and they're never going to be able to field a military big enough, I don't think. And since they're the only ones, unless they spread to other planets, which may be possible, I'm not really sure, then that faction's never really going to grow that big. So, and then there's only three factions, or 3 populations care about independence here. So they're all pretty happy for the most part, I think. Alien overlords, right? So it's minus 30 here for alien overlord, but only minus 10 here. That could be because of his xenophobe, pacifist, materialist, fanatic, xenophobe. So okay, so he's got plus 30 because of that. Nothing we can do about it. Okay, so we got better thrusters. That's good. We might want to think about upgrading our fleet before we go into combat. Military station damage, cruiser assembly yards, or coil gun. We're not really using projectile weapons that much, so maybe armor plating is the way to go here. Not really using this too much, and I'm probably not going to build too many of these right now. I already have several. At least Ago has destroyer and corvette assembly yard, so let's go with the armor. I don't know if I'll put it on any of my ships, so we're just going to have to see. But that's the plan, at least. Go ahead and add ourselves another cruiser. And we're slowly inching up to that naval capacity. Very, very slowly. Is there anything we can do to make them angry? And perhaps make a mistake? I don't think I can actually pull them in all at once, can I? I think I can only take 3 or 4 at once. I could actually maybe make them a tributary. Oh, our war philosophy does not allow that. Oh, right. Oh, that's right. We can't actually vassalize, or... That's right, because we're xenophobes. We can't do that. Interesting. So we're going to have to think about another way to get them to join with us. We could liberate some planets. Or we could try to get them to attack us. Hey, you know what? We consider the Clagian regime to be one of the greatest accidents of the galaxy. They really hate us now. But, you know, we don't actually mean that, because we are xenophiles. We do actually love them. Or love the idea of them, at least. But I think for now, we need to go ahead and try to provoke them a little bit. Again, we just want to bring them in. Similar to the Blorg. Not exactly the same, though. They're still different enough. I'll go finish the construction on the planet. Let's take a look at the surface. Lots of stuff to upgrade, huh? I think we might be able to do this now. Is it just our science labs? Wow, you're unhappy. No voting rights? Why? Individualist, fanatic, materialist. Let's take a look at our policies. Nobody gets to vote. Oh, okay. Does everybody feel that way? No voting rights? No, you don't care. So that must be an individualist thing, because he's got individualist instead of xenophile. He must really want his voting rights. It would be nice if they maybe had some kind of indicator showing that, hey, you know what, he only has this modifier because of this trait, but I guess that's just up to you to figure out. So let's see, this costs 1, and if we upgrade, it will cost a half of 1. So let's upgrade a few. What's our worst right now? Looks like physics is our worst, so we'll go ahead and upgrade all of these to physics. Yeah. I don't have any I don't have a strong desire to push one above the other. So we'll go ahead and let that play out. We'll go ahead and let that play out. And we'll see. I don't know, I don't really know the tech tree, so I don't know if there's one that's like, oh, you should definitely like try to max out physics first or try to max out society. I guess if anything, society would have been good because I really want that tundra colonization so I can ditch this frontier outpost, but oh well. We have an unemployed population. Is there any? There's really no place to put him. So let's just go ahead and build something. Visitor center could increase habitability. They're only at 55%. Anything I could do to make them happier? Not really. If I was in CK2, I would build them, what is it, a circus? Is that CK2 I'm thinking of? I don't know. No, that's that's civilization. That's what I'm thinking of. I guess we'll just go with the tried and true basic science lab. That seems to make sense. We're actually going to go ahead and clear. No, I'm gonna save that. Since that place still has room to expand, I will save that so that I can go ahead and build up my fleet. It's taking a little while, but nothing too bad. Fleet's getting quite big. What are we at? 3.4K. Probably end up around 3.7 or so by the time we're done with a full naval capacity. And now that I know I can't attack them, how long do I have to wait to change that back? Yeah, like 3 years. So, oh well. We are boosting society. Oh, I can get a new governor for the Iblan sector. Although, do I really care?
System survey complete.
I don't think I care. Let's pick up a general instead. I think that would be better. Let's go to our rapid invasion fleet, and we will look for our admiral. Evasion is okay. Fire rate is pretty good, I think. So we have a 47-year-old. They don't even... Okay, so interesting. These guys live to at least 72 because they're 8. So they have 0% because they're under age 72. So we'll have him for 30 so years. Let's go ahead and recruit him and assign him. All right, cool. We finished our society research. I don't remember what I had. All right, terraforming stations. We need to try that. Okay, so let me read this here. Sorry again, if you're much more familiar with all this stuff, I'm going to be a bit slow here. So it allows construction ships to build terraforming stations, okay? And then it reveals terraforming gases and terraforming liquids. Mined from gas giants, terraforming gases represent an assortment of gases, such as hydrogen, helium, methane. Okay. And then same thing, mined from gas giants, represent an assortment of, mined from frozen planets. Stop it, tooltips. There we go. Terraforming fluids represent different types of fluids. Dihydrogen monoxide, okay. All right, so let's go to our construction ship. And let's look at a planet, barren world. Here we go. This planet cannot be terraformed. Okay, what can be terraformed? I'm guessing I can only go from one habitability type to another. Man, that would have been cool if you could transform barren worlds, though. Habitability 80% for me. So there's really no reason to terraform there. What about here? We can't even colonize. Well, maybe we can, actually. Let's take a look. Wild storms, a little bit less happiness. All right, so let's go to our construction ship, and let's try to build this planet. Okay, so it's got to be within your borders. So what about here? Okay, so it's a good world. Well, 60% for the cupulsi, which is not great, but can we terraform? Orbital stations already orbiting this planet. Okay, so is it this one? No, probably this one. So let's do a bit of an experiment. Let's build a terraforming station. I just want to see what this does, since I have no exposure at all to that. The Tristanian Empire is a nation of fools, worthy of nothing but contempt. You know what? You're a slaver. And because of that, I don't know, man. Just something about that. You know, I never liked these guys, you know? I never liked them. Got an empty population here, mostly because I guess they've just migrated away. So there's really nothing I can do about it, right? However, I need that 5. I need that +5, so I might move him from somewhere else. Not quite making enough to sustain the population, but that we can fix later on. He's about to move as well. We could build another planetary capital. I don't think I want to do that yet. Oh, right. Okay, I gotta pick research. I can't just... that's a mistake for me to ever unpause the game without making sure we have research going. Frontier Clinic. Habitability is okay. Produces food. I have yet to really find food to be a problem. Let's actually go to our demographics. That's why. Yeah, that's right. I was pretty sure this is why, because I picked agrarian as the race type. Oh, we have humans somewhere. That's cool. Where are you? Oh. Well, you're about to get eaten, it looks like, by this giant octopus guy. Sorry, humans. Oh, yeah, there's about to say there's Earth there, too. Oh, they're actually a vassal. Under these guys. That's cool. Federation builders. You know, I don't know if Federation builder really means capture. Who knows? Who knows? Here's my question. Can we... No. Oh, that's right. We're not relevant to them at all. And because they have this buffer of a vassal here, we're kind of stuck. We can't really ever, I don't think, move down this way because of this buffer. Unless they integrate. Now, if they integrate... If they ever get integrated, then maybe we could. Because then we'd be right next door. But for now, it looks like we are just kind of stuck. We can push up this way. Can't do anything with the NRA ascendancy because they are going to be huge.
Construction complete.
And I bet we're not relevant to these guys either. Yeah. We are not. Oh my gosh, I keep unpausing the game. Okay. Glacial removal is safe. And I finished Map the Stars. Survey speed. And a research institute, which I can build just anywhere. Maybe one per planet. Better physics lab and better power. Survey speed. Sensor range is greater than that of... Oh, so new sensor type. Yeah. Or better deflectors. Alright, let's go with survey speed and sensors. Just so that I can see the enemy quicker if I need to. Oh, we're at plus 42 now, so I think maybe we can push this a little higher. Finally starting to churn through some science here. What are we building? We're at 28, so we're actually fine here as far as food goes. I might end up eventually, once the whole planet is filled out, what I might actually do is go back and make sure I'm not producing any extra food by demolishing and changing some of these buildings, but I don't really see the need to do that now. Cool. Let's do one more. There we go. Our physics is going to catch up pretty soon to our other two, hopefully. Alright, what's our... You know, I'm building this up now, realizing that I can't actually do anything with it. But oh well. I probably could just leave these on autocomplete. Right?
Research complete.
I guess it doesn't matter too much. Alright, we just finished our armor, which gives us some damage resistance. Quantum missiles. What exactly does a quantum missile do? Cannot be evaded. That's pretty good. Or I can unlock battleships. So this is super cheap, this mineral processing. So I think we'll go ahead and pick this up because I'm just going to blow through that real fast.
System survey complete.
I think that's probably a good idea. System... Our construction ship is going to build this terraforming station. Let's actually look at our planets. Okay. So we do have one terraforming gas there. We have terraforming liquid. Good. Oh, I guess I can look up here. We have 2 terraforming gases and 3 terraforming liquids. Okay. Very cool. Are there any that appeared that we don't have access to? It doesn't look like it. It looks like they were all on pre-existing planets. Like, in other words, like one would, it didn't show up here, it showed up on one we already had, so that's good. Inactive building, I think migration is probably the problem. But we have a population that's about to grow out here. Oh no, it's actually down here. Let's look at our food. Only producing 11. So these guys actually need to stay on food. I guess we just kind of leave it then. We can do that. It's going to leave this one empty, but that's alright. We'll just leave this little inactive building indicator up here. And then at some point we will come back and deal with it. Oh, that's right. I got open border. No, do I have open borders with them? I don't. Okay. Are you going to attack me? I really want you to attack. Demand. Demand that you be my vassal. We would never surrender. Yeah, I don't think so. Terraforming station's done. Let's take a look. Alright. Oh. Okay, well. That doesn't do anything for me then. At least not yet. Okay, so in order to go to tundra, you have to have tundra colonization. In order to go to desert, you have to have desert colonization. And also atmospheric manipulation. So why do I need that for this one, for desert, but not for tundra? I don't know. Do we leave that there? I don't think we do. I think we trash it. Why are you so far away? How can you terraform from that far? Eh? How? Alright, so let's go ahead and kill this. Yeah, no, it was a bit of a waste. But it's good to know what the requirements are now. We actually have very specific things that we have to have in order for this to work. In order for terraforming to work. Like specific techs. So that is good to know. Our science ships are almost done sciencing. Look at that guy, 4 stars. I need to actually send him back once he's done to do this anomaly here. There we go. It's just 22%, which is not too bad. Wrapped up massive glacier removals. So let's do new research. Tundra colonization. Eh? No. Empire leader capacity Social welfare program. Oh no, I don't think I want that. Although, now see, doesn't happiness just boost how much they put out? Like how much energy credits and minerals they actually create? Okay, hang on. We'll get there. Unhappy pops are less productive and more likely to join rebellious factions. Max happiness of a pop is limited by the habitability of the planet. Planet habitability is 100%. It is our home world, so they should be able to get very happy. So my question is this then. Okay, so let's say you turn that edict on. You gain 15% happiness, but you lose energy credits, 20%. See, I don't feel like you would ever gain back. Does anybody know this? Would you gain back? There's got to be some threshold, right? A perfect threshold where it's worth it to do this because the bonus that you get from the happiness overwrites the negative 20% from the social welfare program. There's got to be something in there. If anybody knows, what that is, please let me know. Resettlement cost goes down. I don't even know what the resettlement cost is. Share the burden. Slave output increased. Robot resource output. That would be cool. I think for one playthrough, because I'm gonna keep doing this, right? Just do like one, nothing but robots. Just nothing but robots. Maybe not nothing but robots, but. So it looks like we're just gonna clear more tile blockers. Because those are cheap and fast, and it means that I can continue to grow my populations without worry. Although the biggest thing, again, that I'm looking for there is tundra colonization.
Research complete.
How are these guys doing? They don't actually like me that much. We only have 50% trust, or 50 trust. It can't go higher than that, though. I'm surprised that there's no... Oh, right. They left our empire, or our alliance. Cordial towards us. I guess that's what that color is. Dismissive. Hostile. And this is what? Nothing. Wary. Everybody else is wary of us. Neutral. Neutral and wary have the same. So can we pull the Holy Rothak Empire back in to our empire? Minus 10 acceptance, so minus 28. All right, let's give them something. We will just give you a research agreement for 15 years. Will that make you like us? And if so, how much? All right, we got the mineral processing done. 15,000. I doubt I'll ever get to that. Who knows? Ah, interesting. Improved fighter and bomber. I'm not really making use of those, so we'll skip that. New armor. Coil gun we knew. Here we go. This is interesting. Garanthium forge. Maintenance requires one of these red thingies. Garanthium. But it gives ship hull points plus 10%. Is that a universal modifier? Or is it just on ships built on the planet that has the forge? Be an interesting thing to know. Let's try it. Boy. Let's try it. There we go. Trade deal. After much deliberation, they decided to take the thing that I was freely offering without anything asking in return. Okay, so didn't they not like that? Let's try something else. Let's try a monthly transfer of 22 for 10 years. And then I'll have to do anything. This will drop me down to 100. Yep, but that's still mostly fine. Our terms are reasonable. They're just reasonable, though. 108. Okay. Oh, look at that. Bam! Oh, shoot. I didn't read that. It's going to cost me influence to keep this going. Okay, so they're in the alliance now. In alliance. So you get okay, so you lose some influence by being in alliance. That probably was like that before, I just don't remember. I probably just don't remember.
System survey complete.
Oh, okay. Are you done now? No, you're gonna head back up and do this. Okay, cool. Very good. Well, I think that's actually going to call it for this episode. We're just about out of time. Here's your call to action if you had a good time. If you enjoyed watching this video, please consider hitting that like button down below. It helps me out a ton. It helps people find this channel and helps grow our community, which is so cool. It's been growing a lot lately. I'm super happy about that. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, if you have any tips or tricks about this research, about the stuff that I mentioned earlier, please let me know in the comments down below. I definitely always read all those, try to respond when I can. Thank you guys again so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.